language teaching. For section number 2 and 3, we're gonna explore some techniques for teaching English to young learners. We focus on some language components like vocabulary, pronunciation, and grammar, and four main skills: listening, reading, speaking, and writing. Okay, so we're gonna together discover everything. So I hope that everyone gonna be here with me, okay? Because we're gonna share some information together. Not only me sharing the information, but you are the one that share the information. Okay. So let's get started with the questions here. How to learn a foreign language, especially learning English. So in the chat box, or you can unmute yourself and give me the answer. Okay, so just based on your own experience of learning English, so please share with everyone about your the best way or your methods to learn English. I'm still waiting for your answer. Okay, so all right. Mm, mm, mm. All right, thank you for your answer. Okay, so yeah, first of all, you need to love the language that you are learning, right? And then the second thing is about the way that you expose to the language. Okay, so yeah, thank you for your sharing. Okay, so we got some more answer from other members here. The best way to learn is to practice every day. Yes, don't afraid to make mistakes. That is another good way. Yes. Yeah, I learned English through movies and songs. Yeah. Okay, so we got the very good ways to learn English, right? And we have one more way here. Pick a simple goal like learning 10 new words a week. Yes. Focus on everyday words and phrases you will actually use in real life. Okay, so try to learn new words and apply them in your daily conversation, right? Okay, so Thank you for your sharing. But in this course, we're gonna focus on three main principles to learn a foreign language, which are focus on form, acquisition, and interaction. For the first principle, focus on form, which means that we draw learners' attention to grammar, vocabulary, or pronunciation within a meaningful context, but not in isolation. Okay, so the second principle is about language acquisition, which means that learning now we help students learn naturally through exposure, which is similar to how children acquire their first language. According to question 1985, learners absorb the language when they are exposed to comprehensible inputs. Okay, so we just like let the student listen more. Like the more they expose to language, the better they become. Okay, so just imagine that the way that we learn Vietnamese, right? First of all, our parents or all our relatives try to talk to us, right? And then we try to listen to every daily conversation, and then gradually we become better. We become better at listening first, right? And then when we have enough vocabulary, it's time for us to speak, right? So it's actually the same with the way we learn English, okay? The last principle is about interaction. Interaction is means that it is a process of learning through communication and collaboration. According to the interaction hypothesis, learners develop their language ability when they negotiate meaning with others, which means that we just try to communicate with other people, try to collaborate with them more, okay? And our language gonna be improved easier. Okay, so just remember three main principles that we need to focus on. The first one, focus on form. The second one, language acquisition, and the last one is about interaction. Okay, so now let's move on to the discussion here. On the screen I show you three terms: approach, method, and technique. So in your opinion, what do you know, and like any information that you know about the three terms here? Can you differentiate the three terms for me? So maybe you can unmute yourself and give me the answer, or you can type the answer in the chat box. Okay. Yeah, we got some more answer from our classmates, so you guys can read in the chat box. Okay. I haven't got any answer in the chat box. Yes. All right. So if you yes, right, I'm gonna explain that later, okay? But now you guys, if you guys don't know, you can search for some information and then get some key ideas first and then share with everyone, okay? We learn from each other first and then the answer gonna be later, okay?